What up, guys? It's Jatro. I'm going to show you today my new connected franchise that I'm doing with a couple buddies online. Playing with T. Martin and my buddy Simpson. We did a online draft, and for our connected franchise, we did a fantasy draft. I'm the Buffalo Bills, Simpson is the Jacksonville Jaguars, and T. Martin is the Minnesota Vikings. And I'm showing you week one. The results of the week one game. I won my game 34-27. Simpson lost his game to Kansas City, and T. Martin lost to Detroit. And again, these are fantasy teams, so they're not the same teams. And we are playing on a high level. We're playing on some all Madden sliders that we found on Operation Sports. So there's some pretty tough sliders. They're pretty realistic gameplay. So you see that your quarterback overthrowing your receivers quite a bit, or underthrowing and stuff like that. So it does make it kind of tough. So my first pick, I had the 6th pick overall, I believe, and I took Robert Griffin III, and then I got C.J. Spiller, Julio Jones, some of the guys on my offensive team. So we'll see. I'll show you my team here once we get going. So in this game, I'm going to play the Carolina Panthers. I'm just going to show you some highlights as I go along, some big plays in the game, some of the scoring drives and whatnot. So let's get into it.
Every single week is a big week. So we have another game here today. They're all crucial. We'll find out which.
All right. Looks like it's 3rd and 2 here. Going in on the 7. I believe this is my second drive of the game. We both went 4 and out on the first 2 drives. So this is my second drive, and I'm just going to end up with a field goal here, 24-yard field goal. And I got Greg Zuerlein, and he is pretty awesome in this game. He really helps me out in this game. Hits a lot of field goals. On this play here, I get a sack. They have Tony Romo, and I sack him, and he's injured. And I think he ruptured a vertebrae or something, so he's out for quite a while. I think like 9 weeks or something. This is Julio Jones, just an easy slant play, and he takes it to the house for 80 yards after the Panthers got a field goal. So I go up 10-3 there. Panthers got the ball back. There's 4.5 minutes in the second quarter. And their quarterback is Matt Scott. I believe he's a rookie this year. And they missed that 3rd and long. So this is Greg Zuerlein going for a 52-yarder. And he hits it there. Like I said, in this game, Greg Zuerlein's pretty money. I'm pretty happy I drafted him. He made that pretty easily. Oh, they also have Adrian Peterson. And that's one thing. Once I found out that they had Adrian Peterson, I knew I was going to be stacking the box and trying to shut down their run, especially after Romo got hurt. So we stuffed them there. 4th and 3. There's a minute 19 left in the second quarter. I'm going to see if I can get some more points on the board before the half here. And my punt returner is Danny Amendola. He's also, I think he's my 2nd or 3rd receiver. I also have Golden Tate, I believe, is one of my receivers as well. So we do get into field goal range. We're going to try for a 51-yarder. And he hit that one too. So he's got a couple 50-plus yard field goals already this game. And my running back, C.J. Spiller. Colby Fleener is my tight end. And this one, Spiller's going to take this one. What is that, 75 yards? Almost got in there. About 70-yard rush there. So he's got 10 rushes over 100 yards already. 1st and goal from the 5. I'm up 16-3. Let's see if we can punch this one in. Oh, David Wilson is my backup. It looks like they brought him in. C.J. Spiller's probably tired after that run. So we'll see if Wilson can jam it in here. Looks like he gets stopped at the 1. There's another injury timeout. Looks like it's one of their defensive linemen. Alright, so we got Spiller back in the game. We'll see if we can get him the touchdown since he had the long run. And he gets in there. So we got a nice lead here. 20. I think I go for 2 and miss it here. So it's going to be 22-3. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable with this lead. This play here is 3rd and long. and I should have had him sacked. He throws off his back foot, and the guy makes a ridiculous catch, Kevin Ogletree. And I don't think it's a catch. I thought it bounced. I thought I saw it hit the ground, so I'm going to go ahead and challenge it because this would be a big play. I can get a stop and get the ball back, or it'd be a big completion for them for first down. So we'll take a look at this replay and see what it shows here.
That play is going to be challenged.
All right, here we go. So it looks like he has it, and then it looks like he's transfers it to his right hand and then, like, hits the ground and moving around. I don't know. It didn't look like a catch to me, but they called a catch, and they get the first down. So then I believe that's Fred Davis they hit there for a nice little play. So they're going to have first and goal from the 4. Again, I'm up 22-3 here, and about the midway in the third quarter. So I'm feeling pretty good. Even if they do get a score here, I should have a decent lead. And they run this option play, and I bite on it. I go after Peterson, and Scott takes it in for a touchdown. So it's 10-22. They get the ball back, and they're in good position, and they run the exact same play, the option play, and they get it again. I'm not familiar with Matt Scott. Apparently he's a rushing quarterback, but I didn't know that, so I was going after Peterson both times, and they score. So right now I'm only up 5 points, and RG3 takes off. And he's just juking people, and it's a 70-yard touchdown. So that, again, that gives me a little bit of leeway here. Gives me the lead 29-17. I get the ball back again. It looks like I'm going to try a 58-yard field goal. Get some more points on the board, and Zerline is good again. So 32-17 now at this point. They got the ball. 7 minutes left on their 20. And I get a sack there. Alright, so they gotta start. They probably need to start passing here. 2nd and 15. Down a couple scores. And we get another one. Another sack. So it's 3rd and 20 now on their 10. Now I'm playing the pass. I'm going to bring a little bit of pressure with John Beeson, one of my linebackers I drafted. Let's see if we can get to him. And we stop him there. So he's not going to get the first down. They're going to have to punt. I get the ball back. Let's see if we can do anything here. Amendola, looks like he's short of the first down. He is. So we're on the 42-yard line. We're going to set up for a 59-yard field goal. And we've got a 4-mile-an-hour wind in our face. We get full power on the kick. It looks like we're just short, it looks like. So I just made a 58-yarder going the same way. So that must have been, about the max, about 58 yards. With the wind, if I didn't have the wind, I might have been able to hit that one. So, all right, so it's 32-17 here. Under a minute left. I go for the pick there, and I miss it, and they get it first and goal. Another injury timeout here. I think that receiver's hurt. So if they get it, they're going to have to go for 2, I think. So I'm still feeling pretty confident. Let's see what happens. But they could still get an onside kick. They have to have a lot to happen to win this game, but let's see how it plays out. Looks like they're trying to draw me off sides or something. Hopefully they don't run that option play again. Alright, that was a bad pass. Alright, so we're going to come out in the 4-3. I think they're going to pass, so I don't want to go full goal line. So we'll come out in the 4-3 so we have enough to cover the receivers. He's got plenty of time, and he hits his receiver for a touchdown there. So here's the onside kick. I'm up 8 points. They're still going to have to score and get a 2-point conversion. Looks like my guy recovers the onside kick. So we should be good. I'm just trying to run up the clock here and do a little handoff to David Wilson. and he gets some room and he breaks this one for a touchdown. So pretty nice little way to end this game. Put some more points on the board, just get a little stats. So I'm up 15 again. Scott's back to throw. I'm in kind of a prevent, and I get the pick. And there's I believe there's a holding on the play, so I have the ball back with 10 seconds left, and I'll probably just throw a pass, see if I can get anything going, just kind of mess around. I got this game under wraps, up 15. Let's see what this penalty is. Oh, it looks like was it clipping? No, legal forward pass. Okay. So either way, I'm going to get the ball back.
That's an illegal forward pass by the quarterback as he went past the line of scrimmage.
All right, let's see if we can find a little pass play here.
He just wouldn't have thrown it and ran. He'd have got about 15 or 20 more yards before the first defender could have.
All right, we're going to do the inside wheels. I'm trying to hit one of the wheel routes up to the sideline, either Amendola or Spiller.
Spiller's in the slot, not in the backfield for this play. First down and 10.
All right, looks like Spiller's open. So we got a nice big pass play here. We get out of bounds. No, we don't get out of bounds. With 2 seconds left, I call a timeout. I'm going to try for another field goal. It's going to be another long one. Let's see. It's going to be, what, a 40... Nope, 53-yarder. So if he makes this, he'll have four 50-yard field goals in this game. And it looks like right down the middle. So the kicking is pretty hard on this level too. So it's pretty nice that I was able to get those field goals. So I hit four for 5 for 50 yards or more. So pretty solid day for him. So I would definitely recommend, if you're doing an online franchise, don't overlook the kickers, because they are crucial in this game when you're playing on such a high level. So there's my total offense, 475 yards. Rushing, I killed it rushing, 275 yards. Passing had 200 or so, 10 first downs. They actually did pretty well passing, considering the fact that Romo got hurt. I think he only attempted 4 passes, so most of that's Matt Scott. So here's my stats. Griffin 9 for 15, 201 yards. Rushing, I had Spiller had 123, David Wilson had 75, and Griffin had 77. Those guys all had a couple big runs. Here's my receiving. Julio Jones had that big touchdown run. He ended with 101 yards and a touchdown. Here's my defense. Derek Johnson. I'm going to show the sacks here that I had. I had quite a few sacks. Croy Bierman had a couple. John Beeson had 1. Kendrick Ellis. Drake Patrick. Deion Jordan. Now I'll show you their stats. So there's my field goal kicker. He's 5 for 6 on the day. So he had 15 points. And 4 out of 5 from 50 plus yards. So that's a pretty good weapon to have. When you know once you cross the 40-yard line, you have an attempt at 3 points. So it's pretty nice. All right, Matt Scott here. Here's his numbers: 18 for 28, 243 yards, and he had 2 rushing touchdowns. That's pretty good. Romo got hurt, 3 for 4. We shut down Adrian Peterson, and that was the plan. He had 18 rushes for 58 yards. Once I saw that he was their best player, I knew I was gonna, play the run. So shut him down pretty well. All right, guys, that's it. I'll be bringing the next games and everything, and make sure and like and subscribe. And I think T Martin's gonna be posting some vids of this dynasty as well. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.